So hello, welcome back to the Traders Improve podcast or the Tradeciety YouTube channel, wherever you are consuming this. And first of all, thank you so much for the great positive feedback, all this engagement on my latest video where I announced the pivot and the change of the direction of Tradeciety. I'm very happy to see that, and it's very encouraging, and I'm really excited to get going in this new path. But before we get into the deeper concepts of psychology and the mindset and eventually into spirituality, I want to start with addressing why trading psychology and why focusing on it is so important. Probably most of you have heard the saying that 90% of trading is psychology and the mindset, and only 10% is the technical, such as systems, strategies, price action, entries, and all of those things. And over the years, and I've coached hundreds and hundreds of traders, I've been trading myself for over 14 years, and I can see that this is absolutely true. I would even attribute more than 90% to the mindset and the psychology side, especially when it comes to long-term success. Over the short term, we can somehow get around improving and working on our mindset, but if it comes to long-term success, establishing a long-term profitable career, I would say 95%, maybe even more, is about the mindset. And there have been very famous experiments from Dr. Van Tharp and other ones where there's like this coin flip experiment where you take random entries, completely random, and you just make money by managing your trade in specific ways. It's very fascinating. If you look, if you Google coin flip experiment and trading, you will come around those, and this already shows you that the system and the entries and all of those things, they have a very, very minor and small role. Obviously, it's important that you have a system and that you have rules, but it's a small percentage. And there's also this famous trading quote, I think it was Richard Dennis who was involved with the turtle traders. He said that something along those lines as, you could publish your trading rules in a newspaper, but nobody will follow it. And I can totally relate to that. Even if you have the best trading strategy, if you cannot follow the rules, if you cannot apply the rules, then obviously even the best strategy will not work for you and will not make you money. And this is something that many traders experience. And when you ask yourself, look at your own trading and ask yourself, what is so hard about trading? It really becomes obvious that the hardest parts about trading and the reason why so many people are not successful are related to, let's try to find out what is it. It's breaking your rules, not having a system in the first place. It is FOMO related, so the fear of missing out. You enter too early or you enter too late, you're scared to pull the trigger. And those are all rooted in psychology related issues. They can have so many different reasons, and we will get to those in later videos one by one. But also, furthermore, what is hard? It is letting winning trades run. It is cutting losing trades in the right way. It is making sure that you have right risk management in place, that you're not taking a risk that is very large and you have single trades that can wipe out your trading. Obviously, you could say, yeah, but if I take a position that is way too big for my account, it is not an emotional issue, but it's an issue that is related to just position sizing, and it could be fixed with a technical approach. Yeah, maybe to some degree, but very often when you look deeper, it is an emotional issue. It's a mindset issue. It's how you manage your expectations, how you structure your goals, and your goals are always related to something that is very deep inside of you. And then obviously we get to the very fascinating topics of self-sabotage, where traders keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And as we've seen in our podcast, in our latest podcast with Mandy, which I find absolutely fascinating, and we have received so much great feedback, emails, private messages on all the different channels, we see that self-sabotage and those patterns, those negative patterns that are somehow very deep inside of us have been created very early on in our childhood, even, and in our upbringing, by our social environment, by our families, how our families and how our partners, how our spouses, how the society in general views money, how they view successful people, how they deal with failure, all of those things that we will get into this later on in separate videos. But obviously those are all the things that are related to trading psychology and the mindset, and they are very, very deep rooted inside of us. When you see that people have the fear of winning, which sounds absolutely crazy on the surface level and not first glance, but there are reasons why people don't want to win. Maybe they don't want to break out of their social circle. If you come from an area where people lead, like, without trying to put it down, like mediocre lives, they have a good job, they have a good family, everything is nice, but then suddenly you as a trader, you have the potential to really break out of this, make crazy amounts of money and really change the way you are. People will look at you differently. And obviously this can be scary because it means that maybe you're going to lose your social circle, and maybe it's going to change. And obviously this has a lot to do with uncertainty that is going to come with trading success. And those things are obviously for long-term success, those are very, very important to solve and to look into. On a short-term level, if it's just about generating success for maybe 2, 3, 4 years, you can fix many of those issues with technical rules and technical tools, such as if you want to let your winning trades run. I made videos about how to use the moving average channel as a way to just have a better approach. Maybe you have the trend rider to help you with trade management. And those things may work well for a short period of time, but there will always come up those recurring themes, the things that will lead to failure every now and then, that is going to eat up all your profits. And if you want, and if you are after creating a long-term profitable trading career for yourself, you need to look very, very deep inside of you. And this is super exciting. I find it fascinating. And I've talked to many traders that have long careers and have been in this trading world for a long time. And eventually, almost everyone will get into this path of self-discovery, self-mastery. And obviously then trading becomes much, much bigger than just making money. And it's fascinating. And it will eventually, hopefully, bring out, and it will lead you to a path where you discover how you can become the best version of yourself. And then you try to optimize all the different parts of yourself, of your life. And this is what this channel is now going to be about. It's way, way more than trading. And trading on the surface level and trading on a deeper level are completely two separate things. So I'm really excited about this. And I hope in this video it came across why psychology is so important. And I would like to hear in the comments from you if that resonates from you. Especially if you're a new trader, maybe let me know, does that make sense? Because in the beginning especially, most traders in the beginning will focus on systems, on strategies, on indicators, on indicator settings. I see that all the time, and it totally makes sense because this is what trading seems to be. And is that your experience as well? Let me know in the comments. And if you have already a little bit experience, let me know, what is your biggest challenge right now? What is the thing that you just can't stop repeating? For me personally, in the beginning, it was always widening my stop loss. I just couldn't take losses. I wanted to be right, and I prefer to be right over making money, which is crazy, but it's again, it's an ego thing, as I've talked about in the past. And the ego and all of those things, fascinating topics. I will get into this deep in later videos, but for now this is just an intro video. And let me know in the comments below if this resonates with you. Let me know what is your struggle. Let me know what's your experience, and I will make specific videos to help you tackle your individual issues. And for now, I think that's it. It's a good place to wrap up. So let me know in the comments below. I really, really rely on your feedback because I want to make those videos specifically to help you, obviously, and to make a difference in the trading for my audience. So it's all about you. Let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you. I'm reading every single comment. I'm trying to reply to as many as I can. So let me know. I look forward to hearing from you, and until the next time.